When we started this business, I had just gone broke a couple years before. We had nothing. I made $130,000 flipping real estate the year I started this. And it was 3 years after I'd gone bankrupt. And I did the numbers, and I said, Sharon, we sat down and looked at it, and she said, this stuff that you're teaching at church, this financial peace stuff, this is really helping people. But if we do, the best I can figure, selling a few books and a few speeches and, having a little class, I might make $62,000. Here's the numbers. Here's how I get there, which is half of what I made the year before. I got little babies and a wife who's just gone through a bankruptcy. And we're looking at this, and I said, do you think we ought to do that? And she said, I think we're supposed to do that. I said, you really think we're supposed to take a pay cut in half? This is the weirdest, stupid conversation. She says, not a pay cut in half. It's a step. It's what we must do to get to where. And she said, can you imagine how many people are in debt? If we helped a few million of them, how much that 62,000 would change? And we talked about it. We said, okay, but you know what this means? It means I got 16-hour days for the next 2 years. You're going to be a single mom who's just gone through bankruptcy. I'll be here, but I ain't going to be here. I mean, I'm going to be on the road talking books. I'm going to be talking to radio stations to get them to put me on. I'm going to be in a ballroom speaking somewhere. I'm going to be at the back table selling books. I'm going to be at the office till 11 o'clock at night counseling somebody who's broke. I mean, that's what this means. And she's like, yeah, but let's give it 2 years and see what it does. And for 2 years, I worked 16-hour days. Not to brag, but obviously it worked out. But we laid out the desired future where we want to be 10 years from now, but here's the price that must be paid to get there. And only then together could we do that. So, but if we weren't joined at the hip on this, if we weren't aligned on the price that must be paid to get to the desired future, we couldn't have done it. We couldn't have done it. And so people say, well, what about Sharon Ramsey? Sharon Ramsey's the hero of the story, the whole story, because unlike most of the people that I know, I have not had to deal with a high-maintenance spouse who's always driving the train off the tracks the whole time I'm over here trying to work. Instead, it was quite the opposite.
Subscribe for more content.